Season 4, Episode 1, Take 1. What is good, everybody? My name is Jake, and for the longest time, welcome back to the One Take series, where we get one chance to reflect on the day. No second chances, no third chances, one take and one take only. Okay, so I'm just gonna spew some context here, okay? So basically, for anyone who doesn't know me and who's starting fresh with this series, and obviously it kind of is a little bit easier to start fresh since the original season, which I'm calling season 2, by the way, for reasons I'll explain in a little bit, that got taken down, okay, for other reasons that I'll maybe explain later on, okay? But basically, some family issues kind of conspired. I accidentally talked about it a little too much in the one take, and then it got scrapped. Basically, I had to scrap the whole thing. Okay, but for anyone who's just watching and just tuning in, what exactly is one take? Well, hi, my name is Jake. Okay, as you can probably tell by the channel name, and I hop on here to talk about my day, what I think I did wrong, what I can improve upon, what I think I did good, what I think I can keep doing, and just general life advice for not only for me to vent, but also just so that I can learn from my own mistakes, but also you can learn from my own mistakes. That's basically the whole vibe that I'm trying to go with this whole thing. The reason why I'm trying to boot it back up was because my first semester. This is the origin story of One Take. Okay, basically, I came in college thinking I was a hot shot because I was like really, really good in high school. I mean, I was popping off, I was putting in work. But then the second I got to college, after the semester ended, I ended with a 2.5 GPA. I'm an engineering major, by the way. I ended with a 2.5 GPA, and I just was not doing hot as I thought I would. So I made the One Take series in hopes of changing that. For my second semester, and that was actually very, very successful. So I ended up getting for that semester alone like a 3.5 GPA, which balanced my GPA out to 3.0, which is exactly what I needed for scholarships. There was a whole story on it, so I might re-upload the videos at some point, but it is going to be a hot minute. Um, let's see, basically for the rest of it, what happened after that, like I said, some family issues conspired. I accidentally talked about them too much, and I was just worried that if I mentioned anybody's name, if I name dropped anybody, then I would kind of just have to scrap it because I'm not really trying to dox anybody like that. That's not really the goal here. My goal is just to talk about life, because life is pretty cool. I tried starting it up again, my third semester, but unfortunately it just didn't really work out. That's why you only really see, I think I made like 3 videos. One of them didn't even upload. And so basically, I mean, if you look at that video and you look at the video that I'm currently in, I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like I was like super, I mean, even that one, I was feeling super jacked. I was really good at my school. Um, as an engineer, though, there was one thing that destroyed me. Well, third semester, to provide context of why I'm booting it up again, was because third semester I took 19 credits, and it was tough. It was like probably the toughest semester that I've ever taken. It didn't destroy me quite as hard as the first semester. Thankfully, I passed all my classes because the main thing from semester 1 was that I got a D in my chemistry class. But what's cool is that the I had to take vector calc and physics 2, which I will stand by the statement to this date has been the worst combination of classes ever because physics 2 is heavily reliant on vector calc concepts, but the vector calc concepts aren't taught to you in time for physics 2. And the school recommends you take them at the same time, so it's like, what the fuck? Okay, anyway, so we're rebooting it because I need to relearn self discipline, and I really want to get back on this journey. I feel like I did a pretty good job my first time around with one take, but I think I can do better. I think I could do a lot better. I think I could be a lot more consistent, and I think I could be a lot more thorough in my goals. And so that's why I'm booting it back up again. So how this is gonna work? I'm basically going to go through kind of like my day. I'm gonna say certain classes that I probably will not mention the name of until the very end of the semester, just for well, I mean, back when I was doing it originally, my mom wanted me to do it for privacy reasons. So unless I find a good reason to actually bring it up, I will not mention what these classes are until I am finished with classes. Let me see. Basically, what ended up happening is actually, you know what? Low key, no, 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 no. I can't. Basically, okay, I'm not gonna drop the classes, okay? So, besides that, I'm gonna just go through my day. I'm gonna give self improvement stuff and what I think I did in terms of like self improvement related things that I think were beneficial to me, and just beneficial in general, or what I could have changed. And then the last thing, I swear this is the last thing, I apologize. So, pretty much whenever, because like I said, I don't want to drop any names or anything like that. That's not kind of my style. So when I come across different kinds of people in my story and I want to reference them, then basically what I do is I give them nicknames. Okay, the most prevalent ones that you are going to hear in this series are probably going to be well, I guess meet the roommates. Let's see, we got business, we got physio, and then I'm gonna name the last guy basketball because he plays a lot of basketball. Let me see. So, those are probably three names you're gonna hear semi often, maybe not as often as the other two that I'm going to talk about. One of them is named Fish. Okay, who's probably gonna be the name you hear the most. I'm not gonna lie. And then you're going to hear Flip Flops. Those are probably the two you'll hear the most. And I'll come up with other names as we go along, just in case I need to like reference anybody, but I can't explicitly talk about the person. So, um, I mean, I don't know. I'm either gonna name this episode what is it, the end of the beginning of the end, because I feel like my college semester, I'm in my second semester of sophomore year, which means I will be halfway done with my undergraduate education after this semester, which is absolutely insane to me. I don't know, I mean, that is crazy that we got to this point. And then or I can just title it like How the Mighty Have Fallen, something like that. I'll figure something out, okay? Just because it has been a hot minute since we've been on like truly our shit. It's been such a long time since I've hit the gym and stuff like that, and I want to get back into it like more consistently. So, anyways, okay, enough yapping. Last 7 minutes of yapping, but I promise I won't do it that much unless I need to reference anything. Okay. Anytime I mention a new person or a new name, I will bring it up to you guys. We'll go from there. Okay. So, hello, this is me, day one of semester four of college, which is why I'm calling it season four. Okay, we're calling the original one take season two, and we'll be calling the short string of episodes that I did season three. Okay, so ignore those thumbnails. Season four, beginning. How did the day go? Well, today was the start of classes. I spent the last 2 days preparing for classes. I think I set myself up very, very well. I only had, well, usually on Wednesdays, I would have three classes, but what was nice is that one of my classes got canceled, which is, I mean, incredible for first day. I mean, let's freaking go, right? So it was basically one at 9 a.m. and then another at 4 p.m., which you may think is a really weird combination, but I have had combinations in the past, specifically with semester two, where I've had a class at 9, so a 9 a.m., a 10 a.m., and an 11 a.m., and then a 5:30 p.m., and that has been my favorite schedule to date. So, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I went to the freaking, oh yeah. By the way, whenever I feel necessary, I'm gonna take a drink of water because talking is exhausting, and I like water. So, let's see. Basically, I went to my 9 a.m. today, and I was not really expecting anything. It's basically a 5 credit class, and that's when I was kind of getting like a little worried because, I mean, 5 credits. Not only are you in class 5 times a day, but with that class specifically, you also have labs to put up with. And that is not really a fair trade, honestly. I mean, to be in class for basically for 5 days of the week, 5 days of the week, and you have a lab. I mean, think about that. I mean, it's crazy. Okay, so basically, okay, but honestly, it was a lot better than I thought it would be. And it's really crazy, but yeah. Certain days it starts at 9, other days it starts at 9:30. It's really, really weird. So, pretty much, I went to that class, okay, and naturally, I was kind of sitting in the classroom. I knew that Fish and Flip Flops were going to be taking that class, and I was kind of getting nervous because I didn't really know where they were. And I was like, where are they? Where are they? Like, I need these people. But there was this one guy that I actually knew, Let's see. Hmm. What am I gonna name this guy? This is the first time I'm naming somebody in season 4. But based on how many times I saw him today, I think I'm gonna have to give him a name. We will go with Hawaiian shirt because I don't know why, but I always see him wearing a Hawaiian shirt. So we're gonna name him that. Okay, I sit next to Hawaiian shirt, and I don't really know him like too well, but I will know him well enough to be like, okay, like that's your name, okay, like how you doing, like how's it been, man, how's your break, all that kind of stuff, right? Let's see. Basically, it was we were chilling, right? We were chilling already, but then Fish and Flip Flops came, and I'm like, oh yeah, now we're talking, now we're freaking talking, okay? And so basically, what ended up happening was that the professor started lecturing on certain things. And I mean, okay, I did not have super high hopes for the professor before that class today, but after class, I am loving this professor. This professor might be one of my favorites over at university, just because he has such a monotone voice, and I don't think he's trying to be funny, but genuinely, he's so funny for some reason. I don't even know why. Maybe it's just because I don't know. I don't know. He's just one of the professors. He has this kind of charisma that it's like it's hard to pinpoint, right? And so far, he's making everything seem really easy. He's walking everything He's walking us through everything really, really well, and I'm enjoying it a lot. That's basically where I'm at. I'm sorry if I'm like pausing a lot here. It's done a lot. It's been a long time since I've done a proper one take. So I mean, I'll get it back eventually. I'll get it back. Let me see. Yeah, we were basically just chilling. We were chilling because it was a fun class. He made it fun, and I know it's the first day of school, but whatever. I had a good time. Okay. After that, I kind of had a decision to make. I was like, okay, am I going back home until 4, or am I gonna lock in and stay on campus? And I was just not feeling it, and I didn't have breakfast yet, so I decided to just go home, right? As you can see probably from the video, I have this thing called a sty, which is really annoying. It's basically like a temporary thing where like part of your eye kind of like swells up because there's like bacteria buildup, whatever. Apparently, one of the things, by the way, about a sty is like it might happen because you don't get enough sleep, and then but you can't sleep because it causes the discomfort. It's kind of dumb, but whatever. Let me see. So I was kind of what was I doing? Yeah. So I went home and I kind of wasted like time for 2 hours. I wish I didn't do that, but what I did do, which is not too much like me, which is actually kind of good. Well, it's good that I'm doing this. Is that I actually started doing some of that class's homework, which is clutch. It felt pretty good. Got through a decent amount. I feel like a little bit. I feel like I'm a little bit ahead. Okay, and that's exactly where I want to be. So, I'm happy about that. Let me see. And then basically after that, pretty much by the time I was partway through, because it was weird, I think I might ask the professor about like textbook related things because I feel like I was not like in the proper textbook or whatever, using proper resources that I needed to for that class. So and pretty much that was just my whole day until my last class at 4. Okay, and again, it took me a while to get back into the flow of things just because it's been such a long time since I've seen Fish and Flip Flops. But basically during that class, I got it back for sure. And so I just want to say, Fish is gonna okay, Fish is gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, Flip Flops is gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you need any sort of like idea of what kind of person Fish is, okay, he wanted he wanted us to say, okay, the professor was basically asking, um, he was asking the question like, what was the question? He was basically asking the question because like one of the chapters that's coming up in that class is basically like the discussion of light, right? And so he basically asked like, what do you think light is, or describe light in 1 or 2 words, okay? And so Fish says he says, okay, I'm sorry. The professor says to introduce yourself, say one fun fact about yourself. And okay, sorry, I need to lock in. Your name, one fun fact about yourself, And then how would you describe light in either one or two words? Okay. Fish says, with obviously his real name instead of Fish. Hi, my name is Fish. And he says it in this exact voice too. He's like, hi, my name is Fish. A fun fact about me is that my name is Fish. He doesn't even laugh. He doesn't even laugh. I don't know how he does it. He's like, hi, my name is Fish. A fun fact about me is that my name is Fish. And light is the opposite of heavy. And I was like, I was dying because obviously that's not the light we're talking about. We're talking about like freaking like the sun. We're talking about that light. So when, because like he wanted me and flip flops to say that light was the opposite of heavy, and so he took matters into his own hands. He was just like, I still love it. Hi, my name is Fish. Fun fact about me is that my name is Fish. Okay, sorry. Okay, you'll get that's if I could just describe Fish in one fucking interaction, that would have to be it, dude. He is like the like he is debatably the funniest guy that I've ever met. He might just be the funniest guy that I've ever met, like unintentionally. He's so funny, dude. Okay, anyways, so basically that was that. Okay, and then a few things, they kind of invited me to go exercise with them afterwards, which actually worked perfectly because I wanted to start exercising right after class. I wanted that to be like kind of a decent theme because I get off at different like times of the day. Like one of the days I don't like I pretty much my last class. Some days my last class is like at ends at like 11. What is it? 11? No, 12. Some days my last class ends at 12, and then other days my last class ends at 8 p.m. So like I wanted to make it a consistent thing where it's like no matter what, every single weekday and then every single Saturday, I go before or after my last class, and then Saturday I just kind of go whenever, and then Sunday is my rest day. That's been my rule. Sunday is my rest day. Um, by the way, so feel free. I'm good with whatever religion you guys got. I'm not gonna be weird about it or anything. Me personally, I'm a Christian, right? And so feel like we should be more like I think we should be more Christ-like. That's the kind of the perspective that I have on the world. One thing I did not do was read the Bible today. I kind of wish I got to that. I need to get really consistent in that because for some reason I want to read the Bible. Not only that, but then I also want to journal kind of my thoughts and stuff like that. Just kind of like using the what is it? The stab method. That's stab, right? You give a summary, you share your thoughts, you share applications that it could have, and then you share what you think is the best verse in it. And so well, the thing I was gonna say, which was kind of like just a little dumb humor, was that God rests on the seventh day. He rests on Sunday, so we should be more like God and rest on Sunday. Okay, whatever. That was a dumb joke. So basically, I think I should read the Bible. I think I should read the Bible a lot more. So I mean, cause like I just pretty much after the gym, I kind of just came home, I ate dinner, and then I didn't really do anything. I just went on my phone. That is a problem. Okay, at least I'm able to justify it for now because I'm doing warm compresses for my eye for the sty. But obviously, that's not. I'm not gonna have the sty forever, or at least I don't plan on having the sty forever. So that's not gonna be a long term solution. But I think today is just working. It's just proof that we got to take it day by day. Okay, we make small improvements every single day. And I talked about it in season 3 or season 2 technically, which was like the boiling frog experiment. I already made the video, so I'm not gonna rant about it. But basically, small adjustments over time is better than a drastic change in a day. Okay, it's better. It's much better. That's basically the gist of it. So I mean, here's the point where you usually reach the end of the video. So, what did we learn from today? We learned that you can. We learned that sometimes you gotta look. You gotta find positives in life. You gotta find the positives, and if you can't find positives, then you gotta take negative things and you gotta flip them to be positive because that could be a huge motivator. That could completely change your perspective on life. We also learned manage your time more effectively because, or just like make a game plan because there was a very obvious choice of should I stay or should I go, but then the thing was is that I decided to go home, right? And that wasn't inherently the worst option. What was the poor choice after that was then spend 2 hours on my phone because I felt comfortable with doing so more than I would in public. That is where the problem lies. Okay, so we gotta tweak our way around that. And then the final thing, let's see, is that I really, really want to attend the gym consistently, okay? So if we miss one day, I want to do everything in my power to try and make it the next day. Okay? That is what I want to do because last semester, what ended up happening, I went to the gym for like the first 2 days of the semester. And then after that, I missed a day. I only went to the gym like 3 more times across the whole semester. I'm telling you, I miss my arms, dude. I used to have like massive arms. They're not really, I mean, they weren't too massive before, but I mean, compared to what they were before, I mean, it's hard, man. It's hard seeing that go. So I want to get back into it, and I'm ready to get back into it. So thank you so much for watching the pilot of season 4. I promise that I'm going to get better at these. And then the final rule is that I didn't really mention before is these videos will literally take however long they need to take. Sometimes I will have a video that is 3 minutes long because there's not much to talk about. Sometimes I will have a video that is an hour long because I have a lot to talk about. It will vary. It will vary from day to day. Um, and I mean, that's pretty much all I gotta say. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys again tomorrow for sure. Cut.